Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a wonderful recipe for lunch or dinner, a complete meal that's super low in carbohydrates and high in protein. This delicious dish doesn't use any kind of flour, it's gluten-free, gets ready really quickly, you can vary the fillings. I'm sure you and your whole family will love it. Stay until the end, you won't want to miss this. This recipe is great if you want to lose weight, if you want to control your blood sugar, if you want a healthier life. Before we start, I want to ask you, what's your favorite savory pancake filling? Is it chicken, vegetables, ground beef, mushrooms? Write it for me. I'd love to see your comment. Let's get started with a wonderful batter. Here in the blender jar, I'm going to add the eggs, which are a super nutritious food, right? Eggs are naturally rich in vitamin D, one of the few foods high in choline. Eggs have lots of vitamins and minerals, which are excellent for our health. To blend together with the eggs, I'm going to add fresh ricotta here. If you wanted to use cottage cheese here, that would work too. Or even that homemade white cheese recipe from my channel, which I've already made here. So I'll leave it down below in the description. So here, besides the protein from the eggs, we also have the protein from the cheese and more calcium, right? Making this batter really nutritious. And here I have a little bit of salt. Let's blend this until it's very liquid, very smooth, and then we'll cook it, finish off this part of the batter in our frying pan. If you love healthy recipes, go ahead and like the video. Share it with anyone you think will enjoy this recipe. Let's grow our chain of kindness, because that's what I want here with the channel. Let's go. I took my frying pan, added a little bit of olive oil, just to make sure nothing sticks here. I'm gonna pour about half of our batter in here. And I'll let it cook on a lower heat so that everything cooks more evenly. Let's wait for it to cook. While I wait for it to cook, I want to remind you about my playlist for weight loss, for controlling blood sugar, for reducing inflammation. I have lots of playlists with tips and recipes to help you. They're low carb, low calorie options, quick, easy, and affordable. I'll leave them down below in the description. When it starts to get ready, you'll see little bubbles forming like this, and the color will change. It'll become opaque. I'll come back to show you. Just wait a bit. Look, on the sides, it's already starting to get those bubbles, just like I told you, but the center is still moist. So I'm going to wait a little longer before flipping it so it doesn't break. I'll be back in a bit. I just flipped it with the help of a plate, and I even did it off camera because I was afraid of burning myself, you know? But look how wonderful the batter turns out, just like a real pancake, see? So now I'm going to make the second one, and then we'll move on to the filling. Just wait a bit. So look, I've already made both, as you can see, nice and golden. This side is lighter because you don't need to flip it, which I also find very convenient. Now let's set this aside because I'm going to work on the filling here. I made a really tasty chicken filling here with shredded chicken. I sauteed it with plenty of paprika. You can see it's really red. And the same ricotta I used here, I added to give the filling this creaminess. So I'm going to put it here, spread it out well, and fill it up. Then right on top of everything, I'll add a little bit of tomato sauce and maybe some Parmesan cheese. I will just see how I want to do it. So I used about half of the dough for this part. Then we roll it all up here until it's delicious and tasty. So now, like I told you, I'm going to put tomato sauce on top here. Remember that I have a video here on the channel teaching how to make homemade tomato sauce. I'll leave it down below. Now, if you want to use a store-bought sauce, check the label when you buy it. Ideally, it should be a sauce without sugar, without too many ingredients. In short, as minimally processed as possible. I'll leave you the link to my sauce because it's so easy to make and the flavor is just on another level. So I suggest you make it because it's more economical, healthier, and all that. And I'm also going to sprinkle a little Parmesan on top because I think it gives it that Italian food vibe. Delicious food. Look, it already looks really appetizing. If you want to put this in the oven to brown it, that's good too. But honestly, I don't even think it's necessary. Let me know what you prefer. Look, I'm going to cut a piece now so you can see what it looks like inside. It's really stuffed. Make it and you'll love it, and tell me what filling you're going to use. I would love to see your suggestion. If you haven't already, take a moment to like the video now. It really helps me out here on the channel. Also, remember to share it with a friend or family member who you think will enjoy it. Let's spread this chain of kindness together. That's what I want here with the channel. And I also have a playlist of sweet and savory pancake recipes. This delicious recipe will be added there, and I invite you to check out the others. I'm sure you'll love them. Let's try it. It's delicious. For me, this filling with chicken, tomato sauce, and cheese is absolutely the best. And the pancake itself is incredible. It has great structure, but it's also so fluffy and soft with a nice cheesy flavor, you know? So go ahead and make it. You're definitely going to love it. See you next time. Bye.